John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. John 3:16 is often quoted, but when approached slowly and meditatively, it unfolds as a deep well of meaning that speaks to love, surrender, trust, and transformation. In-depth reflection. For God so loved the world. The verse begins not with judgment or demand, but with love. This love is expansive, directed toward the world, not a select few. It suggests a love that precedes worthiness, performance, or belief. In daily life, this reframes how people see themselves and others, not as problems to be fixed, but as beings already held in love. That he gave his only begotten Son. Love is expressed through giving, not control. This line speaks of self-emptying generosity, love that costs something. Meditatively, it invites reflection on what it means to give without expectation, and how true love often involves vulnerability rather than power. That whosoever believeth in him. Belief here is not mere intellectual agreement. It implies trust, leaning into, abiding. In personal reflection, this can be understood as choosing trust over fear, openness over cynicism, and relationship over isolation. Should not perish. This speaks to more than physical death. It addresses the slow perishing people experience through despair, meaninglessness, shame, or disconnection. The verse acknowledges human fragility while offering hope that brokenness is not the final word. But have everlasting life. Everlasting life is often misunderstood as only a future promise. Meditatively, it can be experienced as a quality of life, one marked by depth, peace, and connection that begins now. It suggests a life rooted in love that transcends circumstances. Meditative properties. John 3:16 lends itself naturally to contemplative practice. Slow repetition. Read the verse slowly several times. Each time, let a different phrase stand out. Sit with that phrase without analyzing it. Allow it to resonate emotionally and spiritually. This helps move the verse from the mind into the body. Heart-centered reflection. Place a hand over your heart and reflect on the idea of being loved without condition. Notice any resistance, comfort, or emotion that arises. The verse often surfaces deep questions about worth, trust, and acceptance. Imaginal meditation. Visualize the world mentioned in the verse as including yourself, exactly as you are right now. Let the phrase "so loved" rest on that image without correction or qualification. Silence after reflecting. Sit in silence. John 3:16 does not require a response. It invites resting. Silence allows the meaning to settle beneath words, integrating into daily life. When feeling unworthy, return to "so loved." When facing fear or uncertainty, return to "whoever believes." When feeling drained or hopeless, return to everlasting life. Used meditatively, John 3:16 becomes less a statement to defend and more a truth to dwell in, shaping inner posture, softening self-judgment, and nurturing a lived sense of love that endures. Amen.